How good a bike handler you are is a big determinant in how fast you can go. This is where you want to be for as much of the race as you can possibly be. Camping section, maybe? Hey guys. Hi Trainiacs. This wheelless stallion will do. Alright Trainiacs, hand position. Hand position is a very big determinant of how good you're a bike handler. How good a bike handler you are. And how good a bike handler you are is a big determinant in how fast you can go. If you're a better bike handler, that means you're more confident, that means you can take turns quicker, that means you are putting more power into just going forward because you're putting less power into handling the bike. So having your hands in the right position depending on where you're riding, what you're doing, whether you're cornering, not cornering, going in a straight line, is very, very important as far as getting the most speed you possibly can. So let's talk tri-bikes first, because this is a triathlon channel, not a swimming channel, despite what you might have thought from the past 3 months. So tri-bikes are fairly simple and straightforward because you're going in a straight line as fast as you can go. There's less need to have, say, really specific bike handling skills on a tri-bike. 98% of the time you're gonna be here in the aero bars. This is where you wanna be for as much of the race as you can possibly be. It's going to keep you aerodynamic, it's going to keep you out of the wind, and it's going to keep you fast. Even when you're taking a drink, you want to be just reaching down with one hand, still looking forward, and you don't want to be looking around very much because when you've got an aero helmet on and you've got that tail in behind your aero helmet, as you look to the side and down, it's going to come up and create wind drag. So you want to be basically in this position, looking forward as much as possible. The times that you want to come out and go onto the hoods back here and have your hands by the brakes are A, when you're braking, B, when you're getting ready to stop, or C, when you're cornering. And what you want to do when you're cornering is you want to put pressure on, let's say we're turning that way, you want to put pressure on that inside hood and then use your foot on the outside and push down. And pushing on the inside at the front and the outside at the back, that's going to allow you to keep your keep your bike on the road without skipping around a ton. And that's about the only time you need to be out here. Otherwise, as much time as you can possibly stay steady in this aero position. What the hell? Oh yeah, I haven't used this since I unpacked it from Campeche. Excellent props today, Taren. Now, road bikes are a fair bit more finicky depending on a lot of things. Whether you're cornering, whether you're climbing, whether you're descending, whether you're sprinting, makes a big difference. The 3 positions are up on the hoods, where you've got access to the brakes, down in the drops, where you've still got access to the brakes and the shifters, or up in a climbing position. So let's get this one out of the way. The times that you'll use this are when you're climbing and aerodynamics is not a big issue because your body can be a little bit more upright. So that's about the only time that you'd want to do that. When you're just riding to or from a ride and you're not looking at being fast. You don't want to be in this position when you're in a group because you have no brakes, you've got no shifters, you've got less control of the bike. So only stay in this position when you're not in a big group, or when you're at the back of a group, or you're riding to and from a ride, or on an uphill. Pete, just settle down. You don't have to protect the house from the world. Next, this is your bread and butter. This is your safety position. This is your go-to because you've got access to the brakes really easily. You've got access to the shifters. You're not so low that you're really aggressive, and you've got a good amount of control. So when you're riding, just typically, say 60–70% of the time, you'll want to be in this position up here. It's safe, it's aggressive-ish, but not overly aggressive. This is your go-to. When you'd want to get down here in the drops, there's a couple times that you'd want to do that. Number one, if it's really comfortable for you, if you've been fitted for it. A lot of people will have a very deep dropped bar where they can't actually get down that far. But if you've done a proper bike fit and your bike fitter has set it up properly, you should be able to ride down in these drops for an entire ride. Once Alter Ego Sports changed out my bars, I was able to ride in the drops here for ages. Nice thing about this is that it's still very well controlled. You got access to the shifters. You can actually grab more brake from down here to stop quicker than you can from up here, because if you think you got a couple fingers coming at it from an angle at the top, down here, you can grab yourself a fistful of brake, bam, really easily. But because you're so low and you're so aggressive, you don't want to be in this position quite all the time. I tend to reserve this for when I'm doing two things. One, I'm at the front of a group and I've got to stay nice and low out of the wind. Or two, we're sprinting, and right at the end of a sprint, you want to be as aerodynamic and you want to get here and get as low as possible. Mark Cavendish calls it closing that hole, so you get in there and you get really low so you're not scooping in a bunch of air into your chest. You can go side to side and push the bike down so that it stays on the road really well from this position. But you want to get into that position before things get hairy. Come into that sprint and you're redlining up here, and all of a sudden you go, all right, now I'm gonna step it up a notch, and now I'm gonna go down there. You're gonna be redlining and then probably gonna crash. So get into that position coming into a sprint or a hard section so that you can do it when you're controlled. And other than that, them's your positions. Wise words this morning, wise words. Who wouldn't be afraid of this face? Look at this face. It's a good thing you're here, Pete, to guard the house. Ooh, labs are so tough. Labs are so tough. I know you're so tough. Look. Off to work. You know how when you're in the middle of a taper process, you go back and forth between feeling fan-frickin-tastic and feeling like garbage? Today is a feel like garbage kind of day. What happened to me? Go for a little bike ride today and don't really do anything, and all of a sudden my body goes into revolt. I'll be fine. Oh, by the way, countdown to the long swim is 63 hours away. We might be done by this time 3 days from now. Now for those of you non-Canadian trainiacs out there, Canadian Tire is like Lowe's for Canada, but awesomer. I don't know if Lowe's is awesome or not. It's got the strongest duct tape, the warmest toques, the brushiest curling brushes, the slappiest hockey sticks. So like this is the good stuff here. Camping section maybe? Seasonal. I should have known. Seasonal. 5-gallon water drinking pump. That's what I'm going for there. We're gonna be going through so much water despite drinking a lot of water, and there's gonna be people on the boat, they need water. So we're gonna grab one of the big glub jugs that we've got in our office. We're gonna put it on the boat, and we're gonna grab this. Stick around me. The ideas that come out of this mouth, mostly verbal diarrhea, but there's some gold in there, some. See? Canadian Tire. Everything you could possibly want under the sun. Thought that my bike got stolen there for a second. So slowly but surely we're getting all the logistics together for the long swim on Sunday. Hours away. Besides picking up a little bit of gear, boat, letting all the support crew know about what the logistics are, times and boat launches and media stuff. We're good, picking away at the last few little bits. Let's take this chariot home and call it a day, trainiacs. We're swimming in 3, let's get some rest.